Welcome into the Rock Talk Studio, the place to find your next great rock and roll book or documentary. This is the podcast that reviews, previews, and most importantly, recommends to you the good stuff. Like today's documentary that uncovers a long-lost treasure of film, over 2 hours of it, of one of America's best bands. I'm your host, Big Rick. Join me for an exclusive look into what's hitting the shelves and the screens, and get ready to rock your reading and viewing list. And today, the spotlight falls on the documentary Tom Petty, Heartbreakers, Beach Party, and this is going to make you miss Tom Petty big time. And also the 80s, which is when this was put together by Crowe. Crowe was 10 years into his career as a music journalist when he started this up. He had just written the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and this is actually credited as his directorial debut. The documentary opens up with it billing itself a profile by Crowe. Crowe says in the doc that he wanted to deliver a video adaptation of the cover stories he was writing for Rolling Stone. Remember, it's 83, video was just finding its cool factor, and what he put together is a fun-paced hour and 15-minute romp that follows Petty and the Heartbreakers around from 1982 and 1983. 83 was when the doc was released on MTV, but it only aired once, and it only aired at 2 a.m. Why is that? Because the film at this time was deemed too experimental, and then after one late night showing, it was pulled from the air. And then it just disappeared, and this footage became kind of a hidden treasure for a long time. It was recently rediscovered by the Petty estate, who then asked Crowe to come in, take a look at it. They remastered it and propped it back up and ran it in theaters last year, and now it's finally available to stream. This is not a doc that has a narrative driving it. It kind of drifts around, becoming more of a snapshot of Petty and the Heartbreakers at that time. It was made less than 10 years into the band's career, and the band is coming off the success of Damn the Torpedoes album. They just finished Hard Promises, that's talked about in this documentary, but the doc primarily looks at the Long After Dark record and that period around that record. So Petty and the Heartbreakers are popular, but not huge stars yet. And you can see, and they talk about it, the band is still young and hungry. A great quote that went along with that theme was when Petty said, "I don't want it to get too safe where there's no fun left." This doc has fantastic early video of them playing the Whiskey in Los Angeles live in the late 70s. There's some awesome footage from Winterland in San Francisco in 1978. And Crowe just seems so young in this. There's a real innocence to this whole documentary. The edits are not tight. There's a lot of off-the-cuff footage. It definitely has an 80s vibe to it. The tape is even wobbly at times. There's a great few moments with Petty working out Stop Dragging My Heart Around with Stevie Nicks. And there are even some blurry moments in that film. But all the live footage works because it's playful, it's loud, and it's rocking. And it captures this moment where Petty and the band are riding this wave of success and wondering how long it will last and where it will take them. Crowe is on screen a lot with Petty. There are even a few loose moments with Tom and his guitar just playing to Cameron as he wields the camera on the tour bus as they're just heading down the highway. These in the casual interview moments with Tom are the moments I spoke of earlier where you get really up and close to Petty and you really miss him. This is where you get to see how cool Tom was, his approach to playing live and his band, and how much his music meant to him. The original doc was about an hour and a half long, but this presentation includes 20 extra minutes that begin with Petty's daughter, Adria, having a discussion with Crowe. The 20 extra minutes are great. It continues with extra footage and discussion. This is just a loose, good time that marks Petty's first time really dedicating moments to just sitting down on video and discussing how he writes songs and creates with the band. It's like a rolling diary of the band's daily existence, seen through Crowe's rock journal perspective. I loved it. I'm so glad they went back and found this footage and restored it and put some time and energy and effort with it. It's especially cool that Crowe got involved with this, and you can see how much it meant to him in those extra 20 minutes. It's so great. I think any Tom Petty fan's really going to love this. I also know something any Tom Petty fan's really going to love, and that's the new Mike Campbell memoir, and I can't wait to give this book away. And that is what's coming up after the break, the giveaway of Heartbreaker by Mike Campbell. If you like the sound of Tom Petty's doc today that I was talking about, kind of loose, nostalgic feel to it, I would recommend two films for you. The first one is Creedence Clearwater Revival Traveling Band at the Royal Albert Hall. The first half is a mini doc of the band, and the last half is the full concert from the Royal Albert Hall. It's the only full concert ever caught on tape of the original band. And then I'm going to point you to Revival 69, the winner of the Best Documentary of 2024 for the Rock Talk Studio. It's about a concert in Canada that came together at the last minute because John Lennon said he would play it. And this was the first time he played without the Beatles. It's a tremendous doc, a lot of great live footage of the older, at the time, names that were on the list. Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, Bo Diddley, Gene Vincent, to name a few. And then the two modern acts that were also on the bill, Alice Cooper and The Doors. You can listen to the review. That one's in episode 32, Revival 69, the concert that rocked the world. The Creedence one is episode 6. You have to go way back in the archives to find that. There are currently 63 episodes in the archives right now. They're all free. They're jam-packed with great rock and roll books and documentaries, so I invite you to check those out. Okay, I can't wait any longer. Someone needs to win this Mike Campbell book. Okay, let's get down to it. How did this person win the Mike Campbell memoir, Heartbreaker? I want to get into that first because if people want to win books going forward, this is a way to do it. Basically, they signed up for my newsletter, the Rock Talk Studio Blast. It comes out once a month, so I'm not going to spam you with a bunch of stuff. I follow the amount of words and how long it takes to read, usually under 5 minutes. And what it is, it's an extension of this show. It's for me to give you more because I can't give you everything on the show, but it talks about all the new releases that are coming out, talks about the top 5 rock and roll books and docs of the year. It's all about the world of rock and roll books and documentaries. It keeps you up to date with that, and it gives you a chance to win the free books that I'm giving away. I also want to mention something about this winner. This winner came to me through Blue Sky, my Blue Sky account. So you can find all my social platforms under Rock Talk Studio, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I'm all over the place. This winner comes from Blue Sky that found out about the Rock Talk Studio Blast, signed up, entered in, put their name in the hat, and I pulled it out. So congratulations. Come on down. Matthew W., you are the winner of the Mike Campbell book, the great, amazing memoir, Heartbreaker. Really happy to be able to give away a book, especially one I'm so excited about and so passionate about. It's such a great read for anybody who doesn't have the book. I strongly encourage you to go out and check that out, especially if you're a Tom Petty fan. I guarantee it, you are going to love that book. It is amazing. Okay, next week, 2 things. We begin a new book giveaway, and for the first time ever, I've got 2 copies of this book, and it's a beauty that I'm going to be giving away. And I'll also be reviewing the book next week. And this is about a band celebration of a 50-year rock and roll milestone. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Love talking rock and roll and being able to give the scoop on a title I think is worth your time and money, like this great Tom Petty doc, and love giving away a book too. If you get a chance, definitely check this out. It's a real good doc, Heartbreakers Beach Party. All right, folks, tear it down, pack it up, and head on down the road. We'll see you next time in the Rock Talk Studio.